Once again, Luis Ayala. So, I promote myself as many things. Legal and political philosopher, teacher, student, an asshole, this and that. Let me tell you, it doesn't matter what I promote myself as. The education that I have, I ask myself, verifiable? Verifiable to who? To what? What makes me less or more or less important? That is the problem with California, that they validate themselves with their own bullshit, with their own bureaucratic system. And basically, that's your words that they use. Basically, they need you to perform validating a system that supports another system that supports another system that doesn't support you, the individual. So my education, whatever I validate myself to support myself, ask me about it. And I might sound like a fool or whatever, but you know what? I do it so that I can educate myself and better my community. Why? Because there is not many places for people like me. Prior to this whole engagement with Mr. Masriani, I was working on my certificate of rehabilitation. And this is the most angering part. That because I was working on my certificate of rehabilitation, which is a very difficult, if not impossible, task in California, because there's pretty much a pardon that I'm asking for, and to remove myself from creating this fandango that's becoming, well, Mr. Masriani took it upon himself to allow the creation of a doctor, or he created the doctor himself to freedom like family, give preference to his insurance companies over my livelihood, where he allowed me to be convicted as a polysubstance abuser. A polysubstance abuser is somebody that does 3 or more street drugs. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 3 or more street drugs. Never in my entire history has it been used for heroin or 3 or more illegal street drugs diagnosed in my life, period. And even if they were, the administrative law judge medical diagnoses that I have protect the federal government and me from having to fall burden to these exact same examples at the fully favorable position. And this is why I'm defending it. Because it's enough for California to stop bullying people like me and supporting us to this recycling of people's lives and suffering. No more. And then you think about Mr. Masriani being a public defender targeting people like me, I'm disgusted.